Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. Today we're going to talk about TRON and Ethereum and how $300 million worth of Tether is moving from TRON to Ethereum. Now TRON was bragging about how much earlier this year about how much Tether was actually on TRX, but Binance is actually going to migrate about 300 USDT from TRON to Ethereum. Not really sure, it's hard to gauge what that means. Some people think there's been a falling out between Binance and TRON. I really don't think so. I actually think this is happening because of Ethereum 2.0, and a lot of people, or Binance or other people, want to do yield mining on ERC20 Tether with Ethereum 2.0 coming up soon. So, I mean, right now USDT is available on other chains like Omni, EOS.io, and Liquid. And according to the latest data, about 61.6% of the total USDT supply is on Ethereum, 29.4% of the supply exists on the TRON, and the remaining 9% reside in other three networks mentioned earlier. So Ethereum and TRON are the big players, and then Omni, EOS.io, and Liquid are much, much smaller. So that's why people CZ and Justin Sun were always kind of like buddy-buddy. But that's why they think there might have been falling out, because Binance just moved a sizable chunk of USDT off of TRON, and that actually might affect TRON usage, because obviously having a stablecoin on your network increases the collateral available, and also increases the usage on your network. So that might hurt TRON. But TRON already has billions of USDT on them, so I'm not really sure how much 300 million will actually hurt. And analysts from Flipside Crypto suggested that one possible reason for the swap is that TRON was paying a premium to keep Binance's USDT on its blockchain, and this deal may have now come to an end. So there was an agreement that Binance was going to keep part of its USDT on TRON, and now that's actually over. And another possibility, like the one I mentioned, which I think is very likely, is that Binance or one of its customers wants to do the lucrative thing in yield farming using ERC20 tokens, which obviously means DeFi, which obviously means since the vast majority of DeFi is on Ethereum, you actually have to move to Ethereum. Because DeFi finance has recently become the center of attention in the crypto sphere. I'm referencing Cointelegraph on this, and the possibilities of generating passive income are quite lucrative. So Binance does not want to miss out on that passive income, which means they can actually earn, obviously, a lot more via Ethereum than TRON. So the recent buzz created around DeFi definitely will actually benefit Ethereum, because the entire DeFi community is basically on Ethereum, and that actually might you might actually see some migration start moving back to Ethereum, especially because of that, because people want to do the yields. Now, there are going to be things like Compound, which basically where their creators just either purposely or didn't really think it through, where they have incentives that really screw up the entire system, because people are just basically yield farming and trying to get comp tokens. But the USDT moving away from TRON to Ethereum could be troublesome for TRON, because TRON does generate a lot of transactions, and without the USDT, the number of transactions might actually go down. So definitely not good for TRON. I'm not really sure if it's a really big blow or anything, but I'd be watching out if any more USDT starts leaving TRON for Ethereum, or starts leaving other platforms for Ethereum. And remember, the other three are Omni, EOS.io, and what was the other one? Omni, EOS.io, and Liquid. So Ethereum's going to be, I think Ethereum in terms of being stablecoins is going to become even more dominant because of the massive amount of DeFi. And I really think DeFi will actually make it very hard, unless another platform actually gets DeFi going, for another mainnet to actually surpass Ethereum. Maybe Cardano in the future, but Cardano's got to get that DeFi game up as well. So that is the report for today. Let me know what you think about this 300 million USDT moving away from TRON entails. And like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.